Next and live on 11, Operation Safe Prom. We're on patrol with a task force making sure your teenagers don't drink and drive on prom night.
Also tonight, the feds bust a cell phone cloning ring. We'll show you how to protect your cell phone number from being copied by crooks.
Plus, inside some of the luxury high-rise condos in Dallas, you'll see why some people are selling their houses and moving up.
And new technology to turn your home computer into a silver screen. Only on 11 on 11, next.
In a world apart, there's a power that slows the wind and stills the seas.
Black Pearl.
Whose beauty dims the moon. Luminous, mysterious like the rarest of beauties.
Black Pearl.
Black Pearls from Elizabeth Taylor, a fragrance set apart from all others.
Black Pearls for Mother's Day, just $45 at Dillard's.
Monkey? What's this? CD crowd? Hey, it's your old boyfriend.
Introducing the 97 Sportage 4x4 from Kia. Who says you've got to be rich to see the world?
Okay, Jungle Boy. Your turn. Let's spin again.
Purchase a 97 Sportage for $249 a month or get $1,000 cash back.
Oh, great. Cannibal Country.
What?
This is 11 News at 10. It all begins with 11 minutes of non-stop news and your forecast first. 11 News at 10. Looking out for you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Karen Borda.
And I'm Cameron Harper. Topping the news tonight, tuxedos, limousines, and now the liquor police. It's prom night.
That means Operation Safe Prom is underway, and investigators for the Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission are on patrol. 11 News reporter Steve Pickett is live outside City Place in Dallas tonight, where the Samuel High School prom is taking place. Just one of tonight's stops for the liquor cops. Steve?
Yes, prom patrol tonight, several locations for these guys as they go on these duties they've been doing so for the past month or so, obviously to enforce the law, but to also send a message to kids about the consequences of drinking.
The principal is aware that we're going to be here with us.
Paul Sanchez's last attendance at a high school prom was his own in 1984. Tonight, while students gather, he cruises searching for teenagers who brought more than a date to the prom. It's called Safe Prom. Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission agents like Sanchez conduct spot checks for kids, beer, and booze.
I think our main goal is to ensure that these kids go home the same way they came, which is safe. And we're just trying to ensure or trying to limit the amount of kids that are going to be drinking tonight.
The schools also police themselves, and nowhere was that more evident than in Arlington last month. Students attending Lamar High's prom faced required breath analyzer tests before entering the prom doors. Tonight inside Samuel High's prom, no breath analyzer and no problem so far. And most students were thumbs up on the alcohol patrol.
From my point of view, I feel that it's a very good idea because innocent people like me end up getting killed due to somebody's ignorance or lack of, responsibility in order driving around drunk, and keeping other people from having fun.
Sanchez and partner Alan Henry will cruise most of the night and a dozen other proms on Saturday. It is early, but good news for Samuel High's prom. No problems here at all. They are having a wonderful time up on the 4th floor here at City Place. We do know, however, there have been at least 24 kids who have been cited for possession of alcohol since the Operation Safe Prom began about more than 2 to 3 weeks ago.
Okay, Steve Pickett reporting live from Dallas.
Thank you,
for that
Steve.
report.
New tonight, the IRS has shut down a tax preparation business in far north Dallas. IRS agents walked into the Excel tax business in the 17,000 block of North Dallas Parkway this afternoon. They seized all documents inside the suite. The feds will not unseal the search warrant affidavit until Monday, but 11 News has learned tonight that Excel tax is under investigation for allegedly showing their clients how to improperly avoid paying federal taxes. How much money and how many clients? Federal agents, they're not saying yet.
It's a 90s form of stealing that could cost you hundreds of dollars.
If you own a cell phone, you are a potential victim of something called phone cloning.
But as 11 News reporter Gerard Romallo shows us tonight, Dallas authorities are cracking down on wireless crooks.
What at one time was a luxury is now for many a necessity. Cell phones are practical and convenient, But for a would-be thief, they're also an easy target.
Someone had made 75 phone calls in one day. And normally I would make like maybe 4 or 5 a day. And they had made over 300 in 2 weeks.
We first brought you the story of Tink Miller a month and a half ago, how he and many other cell phone users were being ripped off every day. Well, thanks to an undercover operation headed by the Secret Service and Dallas police, 13 phone cloning suspects are now behind bars.
This operation probably saved, as stated in the statement, about $500,000 for customers and businesses here in the Metroplex.
Police shut down 2 Dallas stores where they say cell phone numbers of legitimate customers were being copied into cloned phones. It's a problem cell providers are dealing with nationwide.
Bye, Gerard.
Okay, see ya. One way to prevent becoming a victim is to make sure you turn your phone off when you're not using it. A thief can actually trace the frequency and find your phone number. Also, never leave your phone in the glove box. Someone could break in, take it, then they've got your electronic serial number. Soon, many companies will use a technique called RF fingerprinting. That's where a phone frequency is measured and an electronic fingerprint is recorded.
And every time you place that call, it checks against that fingerprint, make sure that's a legitimate phone calling and not a clone phone.
Until it's in place, though, you may have to rely on common sense. Don't let cell thieves sell you short on your bill. Gerard Romalo, 11 News.
Cell phone companies say you should always check your phone bill closely to make sure you are not a victim.
Most state and federal officials agree utility companies should be deregulated, but they just can't decide on exactly how that should be done. Congressman Ralph Hall of Texas thinks the decision should be left up to the states. Right now, Texas lawmakers are considering a bill that would deregulate the power companies by the year 2001.
No business can afford to have volatile pricing, have unplanned electric services, and so forth. It's important that we do business here in Texas the way is best for Texas.
The House Commerce Committee is holding these hearings across the country. Some estimate deregulation could lower home bills by more than 40%. In Texas, the drop would be less dramatic, about 10%. Nature's electricity is to blame for a house fire in Grand Prairie overnight. A lightning strike started a fire that destroyed this house. An elderly man inside, 77-year-old Ken Dickey, is in critical condition tonight. He's suffering from smoke inhalation. Dickey is an amputee, and he was unable to get out of the house until firefighters arrived for help. His wife was out of town at the time.
A body believed to be that of a missing Killeen girl may take a long time to identify. That news tonight from forensic experts who say more lab work needs to be done on the remains before they can confirm it is 7-year-old Donatia Thompson. Meanwhile, Donatia's parents attended a prayer service tonight in Killeen. The ceremony brought tears to the hundreds of residents who now face the probability that the little girl has been murdered.
Father, be with the Thompson family. Lord, they need you like they've never needed you before. We all need you like we've never needed you before. And God, we ask forgiveness for what we have not done. And Father, we pray that from henceforth we'll be able to come together and to do the things that need to be done in this community.
This is a sketch of the man you're about to see anyway, a sketch of the man Killeen police say took Donatia from a school playground on April 30th. The body, found in a plastic bag yesterday by 2 Fort Hood soldiers, was dumped in a field 12 miles south of Killeen.